Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. And, well, let me turn those signals back on there, and we can see that we've got some incoming danger. Oh, wait, did he stop? Maybe? Raid in progress. No, he's coming at me. He's coming at me at all. So, I'm going to do a couple of quick things to try to see if I can help with this next little battle. Also, you might notice the sound is different. There was a request to try out realistic sounds. And I thought, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Let's give it a try. We'll see what I need steel plate. We'll see what it's like. You know, it might be good, it might not. I played around with it on my own and it was okay. I wasn't like super amazingly excited about it. Why did that? Where am I? Where am I? Oh, there I am. Okay. He's not coming in fast, so I think we've got some time. I think eventually he's going to spawn an attack ship of some kind. But anyway, so yeah, realistic sounds. You'll notice we're hearing some sound right now, but not a lot. It's very muted. And it's pretty much only things that are going on with me. Like, because, you know, a vacuum is a perfect seal and, you know, a perfect insulator to sound. So now if I step, let's see, make sure there's gravity. There's no gravity here. Let me go down here and turn off my jetpack. Now we hear things going on in the ship. Pretty quiet because there's nothing really actually happening. As soon as those guns start firing, though, we'll hear that. And we'll stop hearing it when I'm in jetpack mode. So we will have no warning. Like, once the guns start firing, we will not know unless we see the tracers or we're standing on the floor, which is very realistic. That's why they call it realistic sounds. Now, I normally use what they call arcade sounds, which is, you know, what they use in movies and arcade games because it's more interesting to hear things. So I want to hear in the comments right now, you know, like, feel free to go down and make a comment right now. We don't have a welding ship. Well, that's okay. We'll get to that later. Oh, no, I don't want to turn my jet back on. So up here. Oh, yeah, wait, hang on. Let me finish what I'm saying. Go down to the comments and tell me what you think of realistic sounds versus arcade sounds. I like that it's realistic. I'm not sure if I like, you know, kind of the end result, I guess. Because it's kind of, you know, it's less interesting, but it's more realistic. So, you know, I want to hear what you guys think. I'm okay with it. And you're probably wondering what the heck I'm doing right now. And I'll explain it in a second. But I kind of want to finish building it really quickly. Give me just a moment. I don't think we're going to get this done in time. But, let's see, what else do we need? Radio communications. Well, the plan was to put a decoy here before the next assault. But, it's looking like they are incoming pretty quick. So let's just stand here and see what the turrets do, huh? Sounds like fun. But here come the... Oh, yep. Goodbye. Just don't hit the... Okay, good. He's gonna miss by a long shot. There's not going to be much left of him. No, we didn't even really get to see him. Oh, well, that's okay. All right, so my plan is to put in a... Oh, I missed a couple of top pieces here, but that's okay. My plan is to put in a decoy right here and then surround it. Actually, I don't want it there. And then I want to surround it with heavy armor. And the idea will be that they will attack the decoy instead of the ship, Let me see if I can grab some of those important components. So yeah, the way these decoys work is to the AI, to any targeting systems, they look like a very tasty target. So they'll start shooting at that thing first. And if we, like I said, if we surround it with heavy armor, then it'll take them a little bit to get through it. And hopefully, let's see, what kind of, should we do round? Kind of sounds fun. Let's do round. Well, guess who decided to be a little bit prudent and leave? I guess when 2 ships arrived and both got blown out of the sky within a few seconds, he realized this probably wasn't as tasty of a target as he thought. Anyway, so I'm working on this. These things take a lot of steel. I think what I'm going to do is kind of leave it partially done and whoa! Whoa! Oh, that was the... Oh my gosh, okay. I need to make sure the turrets, the missile turrets, are not aiming at the meteors. Yeah. If you're a missile turret, you should not be firing at meteors. No. No meteors, please. All right. And oh my goodness, what's your aiming radius? This should be maybe like 300. Let's do that. Because missiles at much further than 300 is kind of silly from what I've heard. Not that I know what I'm talking about, but all right. Let's do this. I forgot that was there. And we'll come back to that in a second. That's assuming we even have to, because now it's time for something a little more fun. Now, this is new to me, so I'll take some advice. But the Nanite... Oh, okay, I'll have to explain why I keep making that mistake. But the Nanite Control Factory is a new mod for me. I have worked on a server with the Nanite Control Factory, but I have never actually built one myself. So I was thinking about putting it in this general area, but I was also thinking, there's a few different possibilities for locations on this. I know that having more than one doesn't hurt, but I want to start with one. So I was thinking about putting it up here. Good grief, that takes a lot of components, which is good for... oh, I don't have any interior plate. Let's get some interior plate then. Yeah, that should be enough. And we also need to finish connecting. But this is going to help a lot. So, I'm not entirely sure I want to have my Nanite Control Factory directly underneath my decoy, but honestly, that should still be, I don't know, shouldn't be bad. I should be able to connect up through here. Like I could put a pipe up that way. I was thinking about putting it down right here, but then it's in my way. I'm not sure if I want it to be in my way. The other possibility, now that I think about it, would be to kind of hover it in the middle of this space. Let me check that out. So if I were to say, put in a pipe like this and like that, I guess I'll need one more on each side there. I think, can we connect those? Let's see. Not upside down. Okay, gonna need to raise the whole thing up. Let's, if I do this and that, no? Why is it not? Oh, because the other one's up there. Let me get rid of that. This may be a little bit silly, but yeah, we can move it later. It's not a big deal. But I was just thinking that, see, now that that's connected, so it would be sitting up there, and we could just walk underneath it. I am using a lot of space at this point that I may or may not want to be using. Well, one way or another, we can move it later. I don't know if I like that. I don't know. I don't think I like it, but I'm gonna put it in anyway. I just need to grab a whole lot of parts. Good grief. Fair enough. I understand why they want you to have a lot of parts for this thing. I don't like that location. I really don't. Now, somebody else, I think somebody was suggesting that we could put it down here, which, you know, this needs to be finished. Yeah, we could put it down here. We just want to make sure that it's nice and protected, because that is a lot of components to lose. We could double up on the armor or something. Well, but, and also, it looks like it's 3 tall, not 2 tall. And we only have 2 here, so we're going to have to put it up top. I kind of like the idea of putting it upside down on the ceiling, and I'll just run some pipes. That's what I'm going to do. Alright. I will be back in a minute once I've got this thing placed and piped in, and then we can start playing with it, which is going to be exciting. For me, anyway. I don't know if it'll be exciting for you. We'll see. Okay. Be right back. Well, I decided to resurrect the welder because there's going to be a lot of running back and forth, and it's going to just go a lot faster with the welder. So I took off the grinders from the front of the welder, and because we just switched it, and I reenacted Tim. So we should be getting all of our welder cargo back. That's good. And then the wonderful thing about welders is when you turn them on, they have a tendency to weld themselves up. Here we go. Just fly in and get a whole bunch of these components in. And I know that once I do this, a lot of the components will be completed. And then some I'm not going to have enough of. Just go get these in here. There we go. Yeah, I'm out of a whole bunch of things. That's okay. Even if I can just get the majority done this way. I'm just bumping into everything. Okay. Stop. Alright. We'll turn off the welders and then jump out. Okay, let's see. What do I need? A lot of things. I need 1,200 superconductors, another 100 and something gravity, power cells, more steel plate. Okay, well, I'm going to do some more things, and I'll be back in a bit. Yeah, steel plate was what we ran out of. Wow. How are we doing on the rest here? Steel plate and small steel tubes. Okay. All right, I'll be back in a bit. So, you know, I thought you guys might want to hear this. Listen. That's the sound of the assemblers running, creating our superconductors. Now, listen to what happens when I jump. Because as long as there's a perfect insulator between us and the metal, we can't hear it. Once this is all pressurized and has oxygen in it, it'll sound totally different. It'll sound like a normal, you know, a normal room. Anyway, I also realized something. I was being silly. Check this out. What if we just do this? No. Large ship. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then turn it. Oh! I was behind it. Respawn. I guess I was in the back of the ship. Let's hope I still have my stuff there. Let's hope it doesn't kill me all the way down here. No, there's my welder at least. I think I went through the floor too. Dang it. Nope, my backpack's long gone. I'll make new tools. Let's go see how that Nanite control factory, I can say it, All right, let's see how it's doing. Looks like it's getting pretty close. Let me turn off the welder from down here. Welder's not spelled with a 4, by the way, just in case you didn't know that. All right, let's see. Still needs a lot more superconductors, power cells, and gravity generators. Okay, that makes sense. But those are all really heavy things, too. So I'm going to end up, yeah, seeing they're churning away. I should probably have more than one assembler working on them. But at least they're going. Also need gravity components, and I really should get to automating this stuff. I'll make a few of those. Okay. I think we're going to be okay on iron, even though we're not doing great on iron. I think we're going to be okay. I ground down a ton of the steel plates that I got from that base, and yeah. We should have... Oh my goodness, I can't hit any buttons today. We should be able to actually succeed at that. Alright, let's have number 7 make me some new tools. I've got a welder. I just need... Don't really need a drill, but I'll take a grinder. And I think we've got some spare bottles. Yeah, got some spare bottles. Good. Alright. Where's my grinder? Come on. Shouldn't take that long. There's my grinder. I don't know why I couldn't find it before. Alright. I'll be back in a minute. Gotta wait for things to process and whatnot. Oh, I see. I'm an idiot. Jeez. I told it to do all the wrong things. I thought I'd told it to create a whole bunch of power cells. I had actually told it to create a whole bunch of ammo containers. I'm like, where's all my power cells I requested? Meh. So guess what? Finally finished. That's right. It's done. I've got it intentionally turned off. I've actually never turned one of these on before. But first, I'm going to turn off my welders. Not to mention that I don't think this will function without actually being connected, so let's get that figured out. There we go. So let's see. Let's throw in a couple of these puppies. We need some... Okay, we need a few things. So, in theory, the way this should work by default is if I have something incomplete... Go turn this guy on. Let's see. It's a factory on. It's got a weird sound to it. Okay, there's probably more than I need to do. Let's go take a look. There's this control panel here, which doesn't do anything at all. Oxygen output? Max required input. Okay. Oh, that's... I think I heard that it won't pull on its own. That's right. So let's tell it to... do some TIM stuff. Components 100 should be good. TIM? Why are you failing me? I do believe that Tim might not recognize this. Darn it. Okay, well, okay, those are steel plates. Let's just throw some steel plates in there and at least see this thing function, right? It's not doing anything. Why is it not doing anything? It's on. It's owned by me. Do I have to give it oxygen? No. No, I do not. All right, all right. So much for learning on screen. Let me go do my thing. Do a little research. Well, it's good to know that I'm not just stupid. Apparently, that version of the mod is broken. That's what it's supposed to do, all pretty and whatnot. So it is currently going around and it's finding any block on this grid that is not completely completed, either by damage or by, like I did here, not being done. And it's taking components, and I believe it's actually pulling them like I expected it to. Yeah, there we go. So Tim doesn't work with it, but I think it'll pull in what it needs, which is nice. I don't know why Tim doesn't work with it. And you'll note that there's a whole bunch of stuff. There we go. So use assemblers. When checked, the factory will queue component parts in marked assemblers that are attached to the Ooh. Sure. Why not? How do you mark an assembler? There's some neat things here. All right. So for right now, I think you have to, when checked, the factory will attempt to mine resources if it detects... Okay, so these are the ones that you actually have to do some upgrade to them. It does a whole bunch of things for me. I actually checked the factory repair. I think these need upgrades. We'll better figure that out later. And it's supposed to heal me as well. Anyway, I'm going to do some reading, because that's what I like to do. Oh, okay. What do you... Oh, that was horrible. I thought the game was going to crash there for a second. But I think we're okay. So like I said, it's running around. It's finding anything that's damaged, anything that's not complete, and it's finishing it off, which is awesome. Now, the other thing that it can do... Oi. Oh, my word. I hope that's not a constant issue. Freezing like that. Okay. Apparently, there are also ways to make beacons. So let's see if we can find these beacons in here. This is the ultrasonic hammer ore locator. There's also the projection beacon, the repair beacon, and the deconstruct beacon. Here we go. What does this take? Not too much. So we're going to need some radio communication, steel tubes, computers, and construction codes. We can do all that. Not a problem. So let's just grab a few of those. Both kinds of steel tubes, computers, construction components. And we don't need more than 10 of anything. So now, in theory, we can come out here, and we can stick this on here. And if my, what little research I did on this mod, I kind of just looked into stuff. If it's correct, it should actually deconstruct. Yeah, here, look, here they come. Here they come. Look at that. Slowly taking apart. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, see, it's slowly taking apart this. And it's not fast. It's not meant to be fast. It's just more meant to be the sort of thing that functions while you're working on other things. So we can spend time on, you know, more fun and interesting things while it's doing the boring stuff. Very, very slowly, which is okay. And it can be upgraded too. So we can add upgrades, and we'll definitely do that. Before we do that, however, we need to get some more ores. And this guy will help with that. We can actually stick mining equipment down on an asteroid and let him do the mining for us as well. It's almost cheaty. As you can see, we need gold. That thing took a ton of gold. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it took like 1,000 gold to build that thing. And we've needed iron forever. So I think we need to fiddle around with some more stuff. But we're going to have to fiddle around with that stuff in a different episode. Wow. It's finding all kinds of things going on. Wish I knew exactly what it was working on at any one point in time, but that's okay. I'm going to put down some additional, well, not additional, we're going to put back these guys. And it should go and repair those, or finish those up, which would be very nice. I wonder what it's doing with all the steel. Is it just leaving it in here? Yeah, it sure is. Oh, okay, but it's getting pulled out. That's good. So in theory, I also know that there is a way to get Tim. Well, meteor storm inbound, of course. I'm not too worried about that. I know that there is a way to get Tim to work with that. There's a couple of tricks, even if it requires modifying the script a little bit. It's not a big deal. All right, that'll do it for this episode. As you can see, I also started working on making this ship not quite so green. I think I'll do a lot of the inside floors black. We'll see. I'll fiddle with stuff. I got a lot to do between this episode and next. And then we should start getting, like I said, getting closer to Mars, or the Mars-like planet. Which, by the way, I would like to start naming. Where the heck is it? Where is it? It's missing. It must be on the other side of the ship. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so I want to start naming some of our planets. I mean, I keep calling them the Mars-like planet and the Earth-like planet and all that kind of thing. And I think they need better names. So I will take the best suggestions out of the comments. Go and give me names. Hold back. I know you guys want to just put a ton of comments about how I should have done the Nanite factory, or no, actually, how I should have done it is fine. Give me those. But trust me, I'm going to be learning a ton out of the documentation between this episode and next. So don't worry. Don't worry. Hold your comments until next episode about how to function this thing, because I guarantee by the time you are writing those comments, I'll already know what you're saying. I shouldn't say guarantee. That's not true. A lot of those things I won't know, especially if they're not in the documentation. I'm going to stop babbling now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this little episode of mine, press that thumbs up button. Put down any comments you'd like, and don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already. I put out these episodes fairly often, 3 a week approximately. So, yeah, enjoy. And as always, I'll see you next time on Epic Tech.